let's shift our focus to the developments taking place right now as we speak. The President of UAE, Sheikh Mohammed Bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has landed in the national capital. These are visuals of the Prime Minister receiving the President of UAE. So the UAE President is in India on an official visit. Bilateral talks will take place between him and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And of course, the focus is on strengthening the relationship between both the nations. Let me go across. Rishabh is joining us on the broadcast with more details. Rishabh, the fact that the Prime Minister went to personally welcome the President of UAE at the airport talks a great deal about the kind of relationship both countries share, and more than that, the equation between the two leaders.
Well, definitely. See, the equation between the two leaders is very well known. It was expected that the Prime Minister would be, offering a very warm welcome to the President of UAE. But Prime Minister himself going to Parliament Technical Air Base to receive the visiting dignitary showcases the importance India attaches to the relationship that India and UAE have. And given the geopolitical situation, given the way things are unfolding left, right, and center in Asia, West Asia, Europe, and United States, this relationship becomes more and more important. And that's the reason that this visit, which is hardly 1 hour 45 minutes in Delhi, becomes so important. Prime Minister is receiving him. This showcases that given that there is very short time duration for the UAE President to be in India, the Prime Minister wants to have more time for the discussion with him, and that's why he would also try and use the time from airport to 7 LKM to discuss more about the situation. What we're given to understand that there will be announcements on MOUs as well as and there will be announcements as well. 12 in total is what we are given to understand. This will span from defense, security, energy to investment as well. Remember, UAE and India are, they have a huge business partnership. The trade between the two is about 80 billion USD, and that's why this becomes very important. Apart from, the bilateral ties between India and UAE, the regional development is also very important. Iran becomes the focal point. Yemen becomes the focal point, as well as the Gaza peace process. So all this would be discussed. Apart from that, Saudi, Pakistan coming together on defense pact. That is also something that India would like to discuss with UAE. And that is something that is very, very important that we are looking at.
Right. So well, this is the UAE President's third official visit to India since he assumed office. And Rishabh, on one hand, there's the video of Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcoming the President of UAE. He went to the airport to welcome him, to receive him. And on the other hand, there's a picture inside the car, both leaders holding hands. And this speaks volume, like we've been discussing, speaks volumes about the kind of relationship that the nations and the leaders have. And you're right, you're absolutely right that issues that impact the region, issues that impact us globally will be taken up during discussion. Also, this happens at a time when the geopolitical tensions are on a rise in West Asia. These are the pictures that we are looking at. On one hand, the Prime Minister receiving the UAE President at the airport, and this is both of them inside the car holding hands. Yes, Rishabh.
Well, definitely. See, the moment we talk about UAE and India, it's not just government-to-government ties. The people-to-people ties are also something that is very important. You'll find Indians in every sphere of life when it comes to Emirates. Be it in Abu Dhabi, be it in Dubai, be it in Sharjah, be it in any of the Emirates of UAE, you will find Indian diaspora very well entrenched in the system there as well. So the people-to-people tie is very important. The way both the governments treat each other with mutual respect, mutual responsibility, that is very important. And the pictures that we are seeing on our screen, be it from the airport on the red carpet or inside the car with both leaders holding hands, clearly sends out a message. And this is, geopolitics is all about messaging. This is a very strong message that is being sent out from New Delhi here. Remember, in the month of December, we saw similar pictures between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Putin as well. And we all know how that messaging went on. And now that India and UAE are trying to message the world.
Well, there are two other things that will be the focus. One, of course, is the bilateral trade, Rishabh, which I believe has crossed $100 billion between both the nations in financial year 25. And then, this also comes at a time when the peace plan for Gaza is in focus.
Well, definitely. See, a peace plan for Gaza is something which is very, very important. We have seen Donald Trump inviting Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be on the board for peace, board of peace for Gaza. India is yet to confirm or deny that proposal. Apart from that, the way geopolitics in West Asia is transforming. In last 2 to 3 months, Iran is on edge. Yemen, we have seen that both Saudi and UAE came face to face, and the way this whole geopolitics is turning out, it is very clear that the way things are unfolding in West Asia, that will also be on table.
All right, Rishabh, thank you very much for getting us the details, and keep tracking all the developments. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you to know what's transpired.